There's a secret no one tells women over 60. It's not your skin, your makeup, or even your clothes that age you first, it's your hair. The wrong cut can instantly steal the softness from your face, add years you don't deserve, and make you feel invisible. But the right cut can do the opposite. It can open up your features, brighten your eyes, and bring back the energy you thought you had lost. The real question is, what story is your hair telling about you right now? If you want to keep discovering the secrets that help women over 60 look modern, radiant, and confident, don't forget to hit subscribe to Fashion Over 60. Your support is what keeps this channel alive and gives us the motivation to bring you even more tips and inspiration to feel your very best every single day. The tightly curled, heavily sprayed helmet hair was once a symbol of polish and control. Decades ago, it meant every strand stayed in place, no matter the wind or weather. But today, that same style doesn't read as elegant anymore. Instead, it makes women look older, harsher, and stuck in the past. There are three main reasons why this haircut ages you. First, it lacks softness and natural movement. When hair is stiff, light doesn't reflect off your face the same way, leaving your features looking heavier and more shadowed. Second, styles that haven't changed since the 80s tend to signal that you haven't updated your look in years, which can add more years than you realize. And third, helmet hair traps you in a dated image, the same way wearing a dress from 1983 would feel out of step today. I once worked with a 64-year-old client who had worn this style for over 3 decades. She believed her sprayed curls made her look put together, but people often described her as overly strict and formal. When she finally tried a soft chin-length bob with light layers and gentle volume, the transformation was striking. Her face looked brighter, her eyes sparkled, and her whole presence felt renewed. At her granddaughter's birthday party, everyone commented that she looked at least 10 years younger. A simple change in hairstyle gave her confidence and a fresh new energy. The modern alternative is a layered bob. Aim for a length that grazes the chin or the collarbone, with feathered layers that frame the face. This cut adds natural movement and softness while keeping everything light and youthful. When styling, skip the heavy hairspray. Use a round brush with a blow dryer to create lift. Then finish with a lightweight cream or mousse to hold the shape without stiffness. A touch of texture spray can also make fine hair appear fuller and more alive. The truth is, beauty today is about authenticity and flow, not rigidity. Hair that moves with you instead of standing still makes you look approachable, modern, and vibrant. Have you ever worn helmet hair yourself? Did it make you feel polished, or did you notice it left you looking too severe? Would you be open to trying a softer, layered bob that feels fresh and effortless? The ultra-short boy cut may seem like the perfect solution for women who want something easy. It's cropped tight to the scalp with little to no fringe, leaving nothing to style. While it saves time, it rarely does the face any favors. Hair this short removes the frame that softens our features. Instead of highlighting the eyes or cheekbones, it exposes every angle. Lines look deeper, the jawline appears sharper, and the overall effect can feel severe rather than fresh. What's meant to be convenient often ends up looking harsh and masculine. I've worked with many women who chose this cut for the sake of simplicity. One client in her 60s asked her stylist to go as short as possible so she wouldn't have to fuss with blow dryers. A few weeks later, she admitted she didn't feel like herself. Yes, it was easy, but it stripped away the softness that once gave her confidence. The better choice is a modern pixie. Keep some length on top to add lift and movement. Add a side swept fringe or soft bangs that graze the forehead. These details make the face look brighter, smooth out lines, and bring back femininity. Short hair also opens the door for accessories. A pair of sparkling studs or bold hoops instantly elevates a pixie cut. The style becomes a canvas, drawing attention to jewelry, makeup, and even the neckline of a great outfit. One woman who came to me with a harsh boy cut eventually switched to a layered pixie with side bangs. The difference was striking. Her friends told her she looked chic, polished, and even glamorous. She laughed and said, "I feel like I got my sparkle back." The truth is, short hair can absolutely be beautiful, but it needs shape and intention. A pixie with softness and movement gives you the best of both worlds. Easy to manage, but still modern, feminine, and full of life. Have you ever tried going ultra short for the sake of convenience? Did it make you feel lighter, or did you notice it took away some of your natural softness? Would you consider a pixie with movement that feels chic and effortless? Many women hold on to long hair thinking it keeps them looking youthful. In reality, it often does the opposite. As hair naturally becomes thinner with age, long, heavy strands tend to fall flat. Instead of softening your look, they pull the face downward, highlight sagging along the jawline, and drain energy from your features. Even glowing skin can lose its impact when it's framed by hair that looks tired and shapeless. A better choice is the modern lob. Cut right at the collarbone or just below. It's long enough to feel feminine but short enough to give structure and lift. Layers around the face add movement, while soft waves or light curls bring back vibrancy and brighten your whole appearance. I worked with a woman in her early 60s who had worn her hair straight and long for decades. She believed cutting it would instantly age her. But when she tried a collarbone-length lob with subtle layers and gentle waves, the difference was remarkable. Her face looked lifted, her eyes brighter, and she carried herself with more confidence. Her friends couldn't stop telling her how radiant and sophisticated she looked. I've been there myself. For years, I kept my hair longer than it should have been, convinced it made me look younger. In reality, it only made me look tired. The moment I cut it into a fresh lob, my whole look changed. My hair looked fuller, my features more defined, and I finally felt like my style matched my energy. Have you been holding on to long hair because it feels safe or familiar? Have you noticed it sometimes works against you, making your hair look thinner and your face less vibrant? Would you consider a shoulder-length lob that brings back shape, softness, and life? Now let's move to another style mistake: blunt, heavy bangs that cut across the face instead of framing it gracefully. Blunt, heavy bangs cut straight across the forehead rarely flatter. Instead of softening the face, they draw a hard line that makes the face look smaller and more rigid. The eyes can appear hidden and the overall expression feels flat. Many women choose blunt bangs to cover forehead lines, but thick bangs usually backfire. They shorten the face, close off the eyes, and create a dated look that's difficult to maintain. Without constant trims and daily styling, they quickly lose shape and become more of a struggle than a solution. A softer option works far better. Curtain bangs frame the face in a natural way, highlight the eyes, and enhance the cheekbones. Side swept bangs add movement and blend easily with layered cuts. Both are low maintenance, grow out gracefully, and adapt to different looks from casual to polished. One of my clients, 58 years old, had worn blunt bangs for years. She thought they kept her looking, but they only weighed her face down. When she switched to long curtain bangs, everything changed. Her features looked brighter, her style more modern, and her friends described her as chic and artistic. She felt like she had found her true look again. I've seen the same with other women. A friend grew out her blunt bangs into a soft side fringe, and the effect was instant. Her face looked lighter, her hair more effortless, and she no longer had to fight with daily upkeep. The change gave her not just a new look, but a new sense of ease. Have you ever tried blunt bangs to hide lines on your forehead? Did they make you feel younger, or did you notice they added weight to your look? Would you consider curtain bangs or a side-swept style that frames your face with softness instead of cutting it off? Blunt bangs may seem like a quick fix, but softer, more natural options bring back movement, balance, and grace. Hair that's been curled, teased, and sprayed until it doesn't move may look polished, but it often feels outdated. When every strand is locked in place, the result is stiff, heavy, and lifeless. Instead of highlighting natural beauty, it makes the style look forced and artificial. The problem with overstyling is that it takes away softness. Hair that doesn't move can add years to the face, making features appear harsher. What should bring energy ends up feeling static, like a display rather than a living style. A lighter touch creates a far better effect. A soft blow-dry, loose waves, and a bit of texture spray give hair body without stiffness. Letting a few strands fall naturally adds ease and elegance at the same time. The goal is to look polished but never rigid. One client used to drown her curls in hairspray because she was afraid of looking messy. The result always looked frozen. When she switched to softer waves with minimal product, people immediately noticed the difference. Friends told her she looked chic, modern, and more confident. What she once saw as too undone was exactly what made her look fresh. I've seen the same in my own experience. The days I let my hair move naturally, I get more compliments than when I try to control every strand. People notice vibrancy, not perfection. Do you rely on heavy spray to keep your style in place? Have you found that softer, more natural hair actually brings you more compliments? Would you be willing to let go of stiffness and embrace a look with movement and flow? Overly styled, stiff hair belongs to the past. Softness and natural movement are what make hair look elegant and alive today. At the end of the day, your hairstyle isn't just about fashion, it's about how you show up in the world. We've seen how the wrong cut can add years, while the right one can bring back light, energy, and confidence. The true lesson here is that age doesn't define beauty, attitude, and smart choices do. When you choose a style that highlights who you are today, you give yourself permission to feel vibrant and alive at any age. What do you think? Have you experienced a transformation with your hair that changed the way you feel about yourself? Share your thoughts in the comments so other women can be inspired by your story. And don't forget to hit subscribe to Fashion Over 60. Your support keeps this channel going and motivates us to bring you even more tips and inspiration to help you look and feel your absolute best.